Welcome to Pamba Resolute 2020. Pamba is an organization that is for and by private Ayurvedic doctors. And as General Secretary, it is my duty to ensure that such activities are promoted that benefit our members and the Ayurveda community as a whole. As the name suggests, we are determined to overcome all hurdles and sharpen our minds. Pamba Resolute 2020 is a program developed by Pamba Aim for the Ayurvedic community. We are here to bring a source of continuous learning to the field of Ayurveda. We believe in positive learning with a positive attitude. This is a place where an experienced doctor can refresh his memories. For a fresher, this is a place where he can reinvent himself. And for us all, this is a place where we relive the glorious days where knowledge was, there was a thirst for knowledge. With that, let me call upon our president, Dr. Krishnadas P, for his words. Sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Shyam. Dear doctors, Pamba is always with you for your support and guidance. We are duty bound to cultivate a positive culture and steady growth among our members. It is our vision that Ayurveda becomes a global medicinal discipline. Let us prepare ourselves for that inevitable future. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let me call upon our treasurer, Dr. P.K. Suresh. Sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sam. Thank you, Dr. Sam. Good evening, dear friends and doctors. The motive behind these classes is to build confidence and the right attitude in clinical practice. I am sure that beginners as well as experienced doctors will cherish this always. Thank you very much, and heartily welcome our guest, Dr. Narayan Nambudiri. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It is important for us to bring these classes at the lowest of the cost to the participants, and sponsors are our way of doing that. We thank Amritam Hospital at Perindalmanna and Amiya Hospital at Pattambi for helping us with that mission. Thank you, Amritam, and thank you, Amiya. So, just an announcement. On 2nd, we are having Dr. L. Mahadevan in Pamba Resolute. He'll be taking a class on the topic Charaka meets Davidson. I hope everyone will be here on 2nd. Don't miss that. Then before going to start the class, let me give you a few basic etiquettes of the class. All questions are to be posted in the chat and we shall go through them once the class is over. For best ability, use a laptop and a high-speed net connection. If your video is on, please make sure you're in front of a professional background. In case of any disruption, kindly check your network connection and wait patiently for the class to resume. You may raise your hand if you have a question to ask after the presentation. Make sure you have your full name displayed so it is more professional. So with that, let me come to handing over the duties to Dr. Narayan Namburi. The beginnings of Sridhariyam is from Nelliyanga to Mana, and right now they are in over 23 centers, is what I hear, in India. And they are having a huge hospital in Kutatukulam, where a 300-bedded hospital in 48 acres, I believe. So over to you, Narayan sir, for your class.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Good evening, all the doctors, eminent practitioners. At the outset of, I might express my sincere thanks for giving me an opportunity to present my views about glaucoma and its Ayurvedic management, which are being followed at our hospital. I also take this opportunity to thank Dr. Sri Krishnan, who introduced me to Pamba. Also, my thankful to Dr. Srinath Warrior, Dr. Shyam Mohan, General Secretary Pamba, Dr. Krishnadas P, President Pamba, and Dr. Suresh P.K., the Treasurer of the Pamba. And I take this it takes a huge effort to organize an online educational programs and appreciate the enormous effort put in by the many people. The program is very informative, good for the students, practitioners, and academicians. The idea of study from home is gaining good momentum, especially during the present scenario. Today, I'm going to present the glaucoma and its Ayurvedic management. There is a lot of relevance in this era. The 40 to 50% of the vision loss all over it is due to glaucoma. First, it is cataract, and second, it is glaucoma. My respectful pranam to Dr. NBP Nambudiri. He is the founder, director of Sridharyam Ayurveda Hospital. Let me come to the introduction. Glaucoma. It's a progressive optic neuropathy condition. I'm just primarily I'm planning to explain its modern aspect and then coming to its Ayurvedic correlation. It's a progressive optic neuropathy, and primarily the disc changes happening due to the increased eye pressure, and a characteristic appearance of the optic disc will be there. And the loss which is happened due to glaucoma, it is permanent damage. It is an irreversible pattern of damage due to increased eye pressure. And also it is a silent thief of sight. And this is the way of damage happening in vision. Normal vision, you can see the full circle vision will be there, and in the gradual deterioration from the sides, the vision loss happening. That is in early stage. In advanced stage, it is further and further damage is happening. That is what happening in advanced glaucoma stages. And this is normal disc and abnormal optic disc pattern, which are normally seeing in glaucoma cases. Normally the optic nerve head appear within the rim. It is happening, and in the advanced condition, more of cupping taking place. There are many risk factors for the development of glaucoma. Family history, that is the one among the main reason. Parents, father affected with glaucoma, mother affected with glaucoma. Those people are more prone to glaucoma. Their eye pressure may be high. If it is more than 20 or 25, they are more prone to glaucoma. Eye pressure, it is just one criteria only. And age above 35 years, 35 to 40 years, they are also in the risk lane of glaucoma. And high myopic people. Myopic people are more prone to glaucomatous changes. High myopia, there is some typical degenerative changes happening in the disc and near to the disc. And somewhat the same features we can observe in glaucoma patients also. There is more of African American people are more prone to glaucoma, and diabetes, secondary to diabetes, glaucoma can happen. Untreated diabetes mellitus, diabetic retinopathy may lead to diabetic retinopathy. It's bleeding changes, detachment. Untreated condition may lead to glaucoma, and hypertension. That also one among the main reasons. Smoking, the prolonged smoking people, they are getting glaucoma. They are under the risk of glaucoma. Environmental changes, polluted environment, and Viruddhahara Sevanam. That is one main reason for glaucoma. And the steroid use, excess usage of steroid medications or hormonal medications, they are all prone to glaucoma. Which all the factors triggers glaucoma. Advanced cataract, untreated cataract. If it is highly mature cataract, they should undergo the surgical procedure to correct the cataract. And infections, viral infection, bacterial infections, kind of problems, untreated infections, and excess usages of medicines, again and again, 10 times, 15 times, 20 times kind of medicines use, that may lead to glaucoma. And intraocular tumors, retinoblastoma, those people are more prone to glaucoma. And inflammatory conditions in the eyes like uveitis or iritis or scleritis kind of problems, chronic retinal detachment, that may happen due to diabetic retinopathy, or high myopic people are more prone to retinal detachment. All these people are very much prone to glaucoma. Why I am saying all those things? Very much risk is there. Even many patients coming to our OPD with many other complaints, you can observe their eyes also, their appearance of the eyes. Is it watery? Is it painful? Because darshana, prashna, and darshana, the first view happening and viewing their eyes only. One look itself, we can find out many things from their eyes. We can read many things from their eyes without even examining. The normal eye, everyone knows, but the problem affected eye, we can easily identify. Occlusion pathology, retinal vascular vein occlusion in the retina, that is untreated occlusion may lead to glaucoma. Types of glaucoma. There are open angle glaucoma, angle closure glaucoma, congenital glaucoma, secondary glaucoma, pigmentary glaucoma, normal tension glaucoma. These are all the types of glaucoma. Primary open angle glaucoma and other types. Most common open angle glaucoma, it is most common, and wide angle glaucoma. Primary open angle glaucoma occurs due to decrease in the aqueous outflow due to thickening of the trabecular meshwork. Here you can see the trabecular meshwork and its slow absorption that may lead to increase the pressure in the posterior chamber, that lead to vision loss. The patient may get acute pain and even vision loss also. It leads to disturbance in the aqueous drainage and rays in IOP. Glaucoma usually affects the peripheral vision, then gradually progresses to tunnel vision. Previously, I've shown you one picture, how the deterioration happening. Normal stage, how it is, abnormal stage, how it is. And also it is a chronic disease, it is bilateral. And if it is acquired one, traumatic or something like that, it is unilateral. Otherwise, it is a progressive degenerative condition. And anterior chamber may be open, and IOP may be above more than 21 mm of HD constantly. Risk factors. Family history plays a major role. Age risk increases with age, hence periodic examination need to be done. Above 30 years of people or 35 years of people, periodically once in a year, they should monitor their visual acuity, the field assessment, and their pressure to make sure they are not affected with the glaucoma. Other systemic problems, those who are having other systemic conditions, diabetes, hypertension, they also should check their eyes periodically. Decrease the central corneal thickness, that is one among the other feature of glaucoma. Symptoms normally showing in a very early stages, there are no specific symptoms. They may not be knowing they are affected with the glaucoma. And in later stages, halos around the lid, you can see the picture, down picture, and they can't view the bright sunlight. Acute photophobia, redness, eye pain, and headache. These are all the features normally one patient shows, and there will be gradual loss of peripheral vision. Accommodation difficulty. They find difficulty in stepping down, or they are dashing things, the sideways things they are dashing. Those things you can observe. Whenever a patient comes to you, you can observe how freely the patient is coming to you, touching anywhere or not, dashing the doors. And those people are, their number may be increasing very quickly. That's way of the reading number. Above 40s, they're starting with a plus one number, then 1.25. Then its progression may be very quick. That is what happening in glaucoma changes, and it is a silent thief of sight. Normally, investigations contains tonometry to measure the pressure, measurement of central corneal thickness, and decrease the central corneal thickness, increased, that may lead to increased IOP, corneal edema, documenting the optic optic disc changes by fundus examination and OCT. You can see the disc changes. Glaucoma mode OCT will show you the very clear condition of the status of the glaucomatous status of the eyes. Increased cup to disc ratio, cupping, bioneting of vessels. These are all the signs of open angle glaucoma. OCT, excavation and deep cupping, perimetry, the visual field examination. The medicines, modern people, they used to give prostaglandin analogs, beta blockers, carbonic anhydrase inhibitors, polygenic agents based on requirement. Other therapies like argon laser, trabeculoplasty, filtration surgery, these are all the procedures they used to do. And next comes primary angled closure glaucoma. Here the angles are closed. The drainage passage, drainage canal, it is blocked due to the closed angle. Thereby, eye pressure increasing and kind of problems may lead to quick deterioration of the vision or acute eye pain. It is very serious to attend as early as possible. If there is any increase in the too much pain in the eyes, too much pain in the temporal area, too much pain that is radiating to the occipital area, redness in the eyes, acute photophobia, if these features one patient showing, immediate attention is required. Primary angle closure glaucoma, acute glaucoma or narrow angle glaucoma. When normal drainage system of the eye becomes suddenly blocked, sudden increase of the eye pressure, that may lead to sudden increase of the eye pressure, and it may lead to complete loss of vision in 3 to 5 days. Even before that also it may happen. So kind of issues, any kind of inflammations are there, one should approach the doctor as early as possible. Risk factors, age of 6th to 7th decade of life, gender, male to female, 1:3 ratio. You have hypermetropic are more prone with the shallow hypermetropic patient with the hypermetropia patient with a shallow angle. Anterior placement of iris lens diaphragm, they are also more prone to this angle closure, and thereby the drainage canal is blocked. Eyes with a narrow angle of anterior chamber. Secondary glaucomas, it is usually the result of the trauma to the eyes, although it can develop due to several other causes also. The first picture, it is ischemic changes in the optic disc and attenuated vessels. This kind of a problem lead to increasing the eye pressure. Inflammatory glaucoma, lens position changes after surgery. In rarely some cases, the position of the changes may be varies from its place. That lead to glaucoma and other drug-induced glaucoma, as eye drops or otherwise some oral steroidal medications rarely leads to glaucoma. Intraocular hemorrhages due to diabetes or otherwise traumatic, that may lead to glaucoma. You can see the other picture, there is some hypofin collection, and there will be some typical color changes you can observe in those cases. The whitish color of the cornea, and also the blood vessels, it is encroaching towards the cornea, that is in an inflammatory condition. The down one, it is displaced the lens. Congenital or developmental glaucomas, abnormally increased IOP due to maldevelopment of the anterior chamber. You can see the typical presentation of the ophthalmos in a small child. And those people, they are very much photophobia. They may find a lot of photophobia, lacrimation, frequent blinking of the eyes, that is blepharospasm, thin and blue core sclera. Late focusing, it is very difficult as far as they concern. Their iris patterns may not be developed so clearly. Aniridia also may be there. deep anterior chamber, tremulousness of the iris, ophthalmos. These are all the features of congenital or developmental glaucomas. Here is our important thing, what we can do from our side in the treatment or the management of glaucoma. Many cases coming, as I told you earlier, many cases coming with different complaints. Even in your day-to-day practice also many are coming. You can treat easily with classical preparations. And frankly speaking, then in the Salakya, you will get a lot of collection, lot of medicinal combinations you can select for the glaucoma. Even ജ്വര ചികിത്സ, രക്തപിത്ത ചികിത്സ, and also some references you can gain from Salakya also. Adhimanda, it is a Sarvagata Roga, disease of the entire eye. Severe tearing, pricking pain in the eyes and half head, kind of many disturbances. Usually patient may complains. It is a curable by venous section, that is Vedana Satya. Adhimanda, it is Vadajam, Pittajam, Kafajam, Raktajam. These are all the 4 varieties, 4 types. And untreated Adhimanda, Abhishanda leads to Adhimanda. These are all the features of Vataja, Pittaja, Kafaja and Raktaja, Adhimanda mentioned by Sushruta as well as Vakdacharya. In Vataja, kind of Abhishanda, eye being churned, rubbing, pricking, tearing, pain, congestion and dirt in the eye, different type of pain in the head. According to Vakpada, noise in the ears, giddiness, pain in the forehead and eyebrows. These are all the features. In Pittaja, full of red streaks and tears, looks like a hepatic lobe and burned with caustic alkali, suppurated and swollen eyelids, objects perceived as yellow, burning sensation in the head. Eyes, as per Vakpada, eyes appears as though covered with coal. Eyes like a piece of liver. That means too much of reddish in color. Kafaja, swollen, not very congested eye, tearing, itching, coldness, heaviness, sliminess, dirt, horripilation, perceives objects with difficulty, blowing of the nose and headache. As per the Vakpadacharya, depressed Krishna Mandala and elevated Shveta Mandala. That is happening very frequently, happening with allergic condition also. Running nose, nasal distension, eyes are full of sand. Raktaja, according to Sushruta, eyes look like a Bandhujiva, tender, bleeding, has pricking pain, inflamed, patient perceives fire. Krishna Mandala looks like fruit of Arista dipped in blood. As per Vakpadacharya, the symptoms are coppery edges, severe pain, feeling of being pulled out, resembles Bandhuga, loss of vision, like Arista dipped in blood, and the perception of fire. And the medicines and treatments we can divide into 3 subdivisions: oral medications, Shodhana therapy, and Kriyakalpas. Glaucoma from Chikitsa aspect, we can consider it as both as Sarvagata as well as Drishtigata Roga. Because I explained about Sarvagata, the Adhimanda, Abhishanda aspect only. But you can consider it in Drishtigata aspect also. Because affecting the Drishtimandala, vision loss happening, the nerve fibers are damaging, optic discs are affecting. So treatment accordingly we should plan. In Adimanda acute stage, initially the treatment should be of Kapakara in nature. Then Pitta Raktahara Chikitsa. Drishtigata Roga, that is an advanced stage, Timera Chikitsa, Timerahara Chikitsa, Chachushya Rasayanas can be used. Treatment objectives like there will be some obstruction, Sangha, and improved functioning of the anterior chamber angle trabecular measure. The treatment relieve the Sangha and thereby improving the anterior chamber functioning and the normal flow is happening. So, Sroda Shuddhikara treatment can be added. Nourishment of Sushma Srodas, thereby improving the nerves and blood supply to the eyes. Srodo Sirada, that is other objectives. If the Srodo Sirada is there, the normal flow happening, thereby one can maintain the vision. Maintenance of the anterior angle, chamber angle, and strengthening the optic nerve. Prevention of Vimarga Gamana, regularizing the aqueous flow. These are all the objectives of the treatment. Treatment aims like Vata Shamaga, Vata Shamana Chikitsa, Nasa Shodhana Chikitsa, Srodo Shodhanam, Agni Devanam, Amavajanam, regulation of water content of the body, neuroprotection, nourishment of the these should be our aim of the management. Vata Shamaka, where Vata Shamaka require, that mostly in advanced stages. In Drishtimandala affected stages, Vata Shamaka as well as neuroprotection, both coming here. It is more or less same approach we should take. So, Brahmana Chikitsa, Rasayana Chikitsa, kind of management we can adopt here. In acute stages, Nasa Shodhana, the treatment, other medications I will be coming in the coming slides. The medications like Anudaila, Shadbindu Daila, kind of Nasyam is very much effective in the management of acute stage. Sroto Shodhana, Aushadas, neuroprotection, thereby giving the neuroprotective medicines, Rasayana Chikitsas, nourishment of the eyes. The last stages, we can do it with the Tarpana, Pudavaga kind of treatment. There are two stages, Sama Avastha and Nirama Avastha. In the first stage, what all the management we can give, our aim should be to lower the IOP. The main difficulties what the patient is facing to bring down, to normalize, what we can do. What stage the patient is coming. One should measure the IOP, the field test, other symptoms one should know whether there is pain is there or discoloration is there or not, how is the angle, how is the disc pattern. You should analyze everything. Accordingly, we should start medicine. It is started very recently, or is it from few many days? Patient is using some anti-glaucoma medicines or not? Normally, those patients coming, they were using many anti-glaucoma medications from years. Once, even after using the medications also, the vision, the field vision, it is minimizing. So our aim, and it is not good to say to stop the medicines what they are using. We should ask them to continue the anti-glaucoma medicines and start with our medicines, the Shodhana Chikitsa and other Drishti Prasadana Chikitsas we can start. Make sure his or her eye pressure, it is not fluctuating, no extra disturbances coming. Just monitor the patient and then only one should ask the patient to minimize other drops which they are using. And lowering IOP and minimizing the nerve damages. That is our first aid. Medicines that are Abhishyandakara, Shofakara, Srodo Shodhana, these are all the Srodoshodhana kind of property medicines can be used, especially the medicines like Punarnavadi Kashayam, Patyashadangam Kashayam, Uruchyadi Kashayam, Chandraprabha, Kaishwara Gulkulu, Gochuradi Gulkulu, Punarnavasava, Partharishta, Gandhirasava, Balarishta, Partharishta, Vaishwanara Churna, Trifala Churna. These are all the medicines we can use. Virajana with the medicines like Gandharvastadi, Nimbamurdadi, or other specific location like Dashamula, Trifala, Dashamula Kashayam, Trifala. In that Trifala Kalkam make castor process castor oil that can be used to give it to the you can give it to the patient. That is Virajana Aushadha, useful in the management of acute eye pressure. Nasya with Swarasas of Punarnabaswarasam, Nimbaswarasam, Shikru Bijam, and Dronapushti Swarasam can be used to minimize the eye pressure. Tishna Gandushas like Panchagola Khadam with Saindavalavana, Trifala Trikudu Kashayam with Vildavadi Gudiga can be given as a Gandusha Ushada. Trifala Kashayam with equal quantity of Gomutra can be given as Gadusha Ushadas. And Segas with the Trifala, Trifala Kashayam Segam, Netra Segam. And for the immediate pain management, other than Trifala Kashayam, we can use the Kashayam of Lothra, Yashtimadu, just add little ghee in a pan and just make little hot and make a small potali with that two medicines. Dip in Trifala Kashaya. That potali you should not tightly tight it, so loose binding, and then dip that in a Trifala Kashaya and pour over the eyes. That's for some 8 to 10 minutes continuously. That gives some immediate relief from the pain if the patient is with a lot of pain, and that helps to minimize the pressure. Pindi with the Trifala Yashtimadu is a good one. Avagundana with the Trifala and the Yashtimadu potli in Dhanyamla can be used. Then chronic stage management. Apart from the earlier, you can give other medicines like Trifala Krudam, Tiktaka Krudam also can be given. Management in the Niramavastha, chronic stage, Snehavanam with Jivandyadi Krudam, Mahatraifala Krudam, Rasnadashamula Krudam, Tiktaka Krudam, Mahadikta Krudam, Drakshadi Krudam. These are all the medicines can be used. Virajana with Gandharvastha Erantadailam, or otherwise the other Erantadila which is processed with Dashamula and the Trifala. Nasya with the Shatbunda Dailam, Chirabala Dailam, Dhanandra Dailam, Talam with the Chirabala Gachoradi, or Jadamanji Shangabushpi Yashti, Kumari Khana, that is extract of aloe vera with the Chirabala Dailam. This is a very good medicine to it is a very good Vedana Sthavana medicine, and the Jadamanchi and the Shangamushpi is a good medicine to bring down the eye pressure. We can use as talam as well as temporal labum also to minimize the eye pressure. And these are all acute management, and other Krida Ushadas or Kashayas, Rasayana Ushadas, these are all the neuroprotective medicines. Murtha Daila with the Shirobasti, Murtha Daila, either in the form of Shirobasti or Shirodhara. We can use Dhanandaran Dailam, Nurgundyadi Dailam, Asana Manjashtadi, Gulgulu Tiktaka Dailam can be used, Balasuganda Dailam can be used, and Leha preparations like Gomutra Herdagi, Rasimola Herdagi, Kalyanaga Gudam, Kalyanaga Gudam can be given. Rasayana Prayogas, Saptamadloham, Trifala Churnam, Trifala Se Rasayanam, Thatri Loham. And these are also very interesting one. Those coming with the acute pain, acute ankle closure, acute pain. In those conditions, these Shankar Pradesham, Abhanga Sandhi, Tucheva Sandhi, and Avarta Marmam, these are all the points we can give some pressure effect that gives some immediate pain relief. And you check the eye pressure before and after that pressing in that marma point. This area you can keep it for about 1 minute, release, do some palming, again do it for another 1 minute. That helps to bring down the pressure. This area is another area. This is another area for even Jaluga Vajaram. We are doing in this area only. You can press here, keep it for about 1 minute, then do some palming, again do it, and some 4 or 5 times with a little pressure. And other this area, all those are the marma points that helps to bring down the eye pressure and acuteness of the problem. And these are all only to control the acute. These are only for the acute management. And the Basti Prayogas, Mustadi Yabana Basti, Madhudeliga Basti, Eranda Muladi Basti, Malagulachari Basti, Panjarikta Basti, Anjanas Lake, Pashubhadanjanam, Chandrodevati, Tarpana with the Jivandyadi, Sadahwari, Tripalagurdam, but make sure the patient is fit for Tarpana or not. And normally, in very rare cases only, one can adopt Tarpana procedure. In the acute stage or in the middle stage, the chronic that nerve layers affected, and to enhance the nerve functioning, one can start to Tarpana. Otherwise, in the preliminary all the stages, Tarpana is not a treatment as far as glaucoma or Adimanda concerned. And Basti, all the Bastis are there, but other than that, Basti without Kalkam, we used to do Basti without Kalkam, Gulachari Kashayam with Gomutra. That is the enema form we used to give, not with the Kalkas, not with the Kridas, or not with the Madhu. Gulachari Kashayam with the Gomutra, or Brihatva Ashadi Kashayam with the Gomutra can be given to bring down the eye pressure either. And sometimes instead of Gomutra, in rarely some cases we used to add Vaishwanara Churnam or Triphala Churnam in the Kalkam as a Vadanilomanam. And the medicines which we are prescribing, it should be of Pitta Rasa Dravya, Chiravirya, cooling in potency, Ushnavirya, hot in potency, Madhura Vivaga, and Chakshushya, and the antioxidant property. These are all the qualities need to be with the patient, with the medicines. And Pitta Rasa Dravya pacifies Pitta, Rakta, and reduces Medas. And Shidavirya corrected the Adipravarti of Rasa and Rakta Dhadu. Ushnavirya penetration into the Sushma Srodhas and relief of Sangha and Avarana by Kapha and Rakta. Madhura Upaga, it is Rasayana and rejuvenative. It is good in the chronic stage, advanced stages, Vadhaniromana in nature, and the Chakshushya arrest the Samrapti Vedana of the Adimanda, and by thereby improving the vision, antioxidant property, the reduction of oxidative stress over the retinal nerve fibers, improved microcirculation, retinal nourishment can be obtained with the antioxidant property drugs. We can use many plant extract, even Ashwagandha as a single drug you can use, Jeevanti as a single drug for a continuous use you can give as a nourishment drug, and the powder of the dry powder of moringa leaves. You can just paste that moringa leaves and dry it, make powder of that one. That can be given for little longer period of time as a neuroprotective medicine. There are some such remedies are even other than that. This Tamaravalayam, remembering its Sanskrit name, can be given. And then next comes Anushastra Prayogas in the management of glaucoma. Jaloga. You can put Jaloga in Abhanga Sandhi. I just shown you earlier, I just show you the one Marma point. Abhanga, you can apply that Jaloga. Even in the Sangha Pradesh also, one can fix the Jaloga to bring down the high pressure. Agnikarma. Jaloga can be done once in 10 to 15 days. Probable mode of action. That relief of avarana of Vada by Rakta and normalizing and improving the capillary circulation in the body. It is an anti-inflammatory, immunomodulatory, and stimulating effects and reduces high pressure and viscosity. Saliva of leech, it is of healing in nature, and it acts as an anesthetic also in that area. It won't give any painful effects to that area. Early detection, that is very important, because delay in understanding the problem that may lead to vision loss. So early detection, that is the prime importance in the management of glaucoma. And the vitamins A, C, E, lutein, and zinc, beta carotene can be given. Regular exercises that lowers IOP, and yoga, pranayama, other Tradana Chitasa, Netra Tradagas, that helps to strengthen the ocular muscles and circulation in the eyes. Ayurvedic herbs like Triphala, Punarnava, Haridra, everything can be used regularly. Follow Ritucharya, Dinacharya. Timely diagnosis and management helps to maintain the vision status. With this, I am concluding my presentation. Thank you. Once again, thanks Pamba organization to give me Pamba organization for giving an opportunity to present my views about the glaucoma and its Ayurvedic management. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that very, good presentation. Of course, we'll directly go to questions. Of course, as you told me before, you are giving importance to people asking questions, and that'll be where since you are doing this practically, it will be more helpful, like in that way. So we'll go to the questions right now. We have Dr. Rita Shah asking a question. Dr. Rita, hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, tell me.
Uh, Sir, in ischemia of the retinal vessel, there is occlusion and bleeding. How you treat, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Protoshuddhikara medicines like the Punarnava, Triphala Gulgulu kind of medicines one can give, and the Sekas, Triphala Kashayam, and to bring down the occlusion, Triphala Kashayam, to take Triphala Kashayam in a bowl and then make a potali with other medicines like Yashtimadu, Lothra, and dip that in that Triphala Kashayam and do Sega over the eyes. That is a good remedy to bring down the ischemic changes in the eyes.
Hello, Dr. Padma.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, in particularities of medicine, you told that the quality of the medicine should be Ushna and Shita potency both. How
Hmm.
can that be possible? I didn't understand the logic behind it.
Ushna and
Shita potency, sir. Ushna and Shita virya.
as I told you, it is the cases coming in different stages. Glaucoma. What all the symptoms the patient complaining? Find it out. Glaucoma, it is not just it's not a single problem. It increased eye pressure along with the other symptoms like eye pain, proptosis, redness, photophobia. We should find it out which condition the present patient coming to us or coming to you. If it is of pain, acute pain, lot of redness, there we should use the Siddhopacharas.
Okay.
Not simultaneously Ushna and Shita. That is not possible. So according to the symptoms presenting to you. Acute stages and chronic stages, it is different. Acute management and chronic management is different.
Shall we go to the next question, sir? Yes, sir. The next question is Dr. Manoj Agarwal. Hello.
Yeah.
Dr. Manoj. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I want to know 2-3 things. So, what can we do? A patient calling us, sir, I have a severe acute pain in one side of eye, having glaucoma at midnight 2 a.m. One question. Second, is there any hope for ARMD cases in Ayurveda with a vision of only 3 feet, 1 feet to 3 feet?
Is there any
hope for ARMD cases also in Ayurveda?
treatment possibilities are there in ARMD? That is what your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if a patient come asking about acute pain in the eyes,
yes, sir.
Midnight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Normally, such cases are coming. Acute pain in the eyes during midnight. Those people with the daytime, they are more exposed to the extreme bright light or some welding workers. Why I'm saying, in our practice, in once in a month, some 3 or 4 cases coming during night time. That mostly those who are working in extreme bright light or welding workers, and due to continuous exposure or some puja doing people due to homas, they are exposed to too much in front of the fumes and heat. They are getting night time because of the dehydration. They are getting eye pain. So that time the treatment it is Siddhopacharam. Ice pack. Immediate as a primary measurement, primary management, you can ask them to do some ice pack over the eyes, because that is the only thing available during night. Other medicines you won't be able to get. And next day onwards, you can suggest them to do the dhara with the kshiram. Aja kshiram is good one. And the lebanas like chandana, prabhaundarika chandana, kind of labam can be given. Kushiram, prabhaundarikam, chandana, kind of labam is a good thing. And also little of water. The flowers like Nandyarvattam flower, it is available very well. You can crush that flower and put it in that water for some time. And that water also you can ask them to do the Netradhara. And ARMD cases, check it whether it is dry or wet kind of case. The dry management and wet management, the same like earlier. One doctor asked me one question, Shita virya or Ushna virya, kind of one question asked. And here the management also the same like that. In acute stages, in inflammatory condition, if it is there, if there is any kind of fluid collection is there, and the management, it is for the Kaphakara. Kapha Pittahara kind of management can be given. And in chronic stages, dry kind of problems, our management line should be of Vadahara Rasayana therapies. And medicines, obviously the medicines varies. The Tarpanas, Pudavagas, everything can be we can adopt in dry kind of macular degeneration, but in wet kind of degeneration, as a preliminary management, one can't go for a Tarpana or Pudavaga kind of management. It is Samana Aushadas that to bring down the edematous stages. That is the treatment. And there is scope of treatment in Ayurveda, but macula, it is a most sensitive portion in the eyes. We can't offer, or nobody can't offer a 100% perfect vision sight in that area, because the central focusing, that is the main area of vision. One can give some relief in that cases, but totally the wet condition, it is more easily curable, but in the dry macular degeneration or Stargardt's disease kind of problem, it is treatable. It is Yapyam. There is scope of treatment.
Okay.
Because if they are getting 1% improvement, that itself is a good thing for them.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dr. Ritika is asking, can you give some idea about the vitreous bleeding associated with Prameha as well as its management? It's out of topic, but still, if you can, please.
Yes. Vitreous hemorrhage, it is commonly happening in advanced diabetic retinopathy conditions. So, management, if once hemorrhage happens, ask the patient to take rest. They can use 2 or 3 pillow. Just keep their head little up position. These are all the preliminary measures we should instruct it to the patient. Then make sure the Prameha Chikitsa, make sure the renal function it is affected or not, neuropathic changes are there or not, and Prameha Chikitsa, that is the first thing to be adopted here, and then we can start your Raktabita Chikitsa. Urtvaga Raktabita Chikitsa is the treatment for diabetic retinopathy. As I told you earlier in the slide, there is lot of importance in the management of the treatment aspect. We can't not to depend only on the Shalakya Vibhaga. We should depend on other Vibhagas also. Kaya Chikitsa, Rasayana Chikitsa, Jwara Chikitsa, Rakta Chikitsa, all the Chikitsas are coming here in the management of Netra Rogas. So Raktapitta Hara Chikitsa is the one thing we can adopt here. The labas like Laksha, Eshtimadu can be given. Vidalagas are there, specific Vidalagas are there. I don't know, it is possible to say everything. Anyway.
Okay, sir. We'll go to the next question. Dr. Sanjay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, in glaucoma for pain management, can I do Vriddha Karma, Agni Karma?
Agni Karma, it is practicing, but rarely practicing. It is little, I just not explained in detail because rarely doing that procedure. Then Agni Karma, this Jalogajara or Rektamoshnam, that is best thing. And pain management, Agni Karma is good. Acute pain, it may come down. The Lada Pradesham, we can do the Agni Karma, but rarely practicing.
Okay, sir. Dr. Rita again. Hello, Dr. Rita. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Rita. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please. Hello, Dr. Rita.
Sir, you mentioned Vartis. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, very nice presentation. I have few questions like which ghee you use for the preparations and where is Chandrodaya and other Vartis are available? Which company produces?
Okay, thank you.
Chandrodaya Varti we are preparing, and Baidyanath, I think Baidyanath they are preparing. And Pashupadavarti, Pashupadanjanam, it is the yoga, it is mentioned in Ashtanga Hridayam. Many pharmacists, those who are practicing Ayurvedic ophthalmology, they are preparing. Pashupadavarti in Kerala, some pharmacists they are preparing, but North India, I don't know. But other Bharti, Chandrodaya Bharti, it is available in North India. Baidyanath, they are preparing. In National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur, they are preparing that one. And what was your other question?
Ghee, I think.
Ghee for?
I didn't get. Dr. Rita, hello. Yeah. Can you ask again, please?
Yes, all, sir, Jivantyadighritam, Mahatriphladighritam, the basic ghritas that all other companies use, is it a pure cow ghee, or how should we go about the preparations? How can we assure the quality of the preparation?
There is some quality management tests are available, but all the, I don't know which all the companies.
It is a controversial question. We'll go to the next question. Dr. Rita, it's not possible to, for him to know that. We'll go to Dr. Anand. Hello, Dr. Anand. Hello. Would you like to ask a question?
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Good evening, sir. Oh, I want to ask about Agni Karma, but someone has asked if we have to do Agni Karma, what should we use? Means Surna Shalaka, Mrutika Shalaka,
okay,
Haridra Khanda or good.
Okay.
I didn't get.
What should we?
Hello, I can hear you. Once again.
Hello.
Hello.
If we have to do Agni Karma, what should we use? Mrutika Shalaka or Suvarna Shalaka? There are several things which are mentioned.
Suvarna Shalaka we can use. This Panchaloha Shalaka also can be used.
Okay, I think that answers this question. Dr. Manoj, hello.
Yeah, sir.
Yes,
Good evening.
Please. Yep.
Sir, can you tell us the order of Kriyakal along with the Thalam, and that is Avagunda can be used also. So what will be the order of Kriyakal in Adimant?
Order of Kriyakalpas, that is the order what we are making. As I told you, there is presentation is different. The Tarpana, it is one Kriyakalpa. We can't do that Kriyakalpa in all the glaucoma cases. Aschodhanam, Krita Aschodhana cannot be, it is not possible in all the glaucoma cases. There is acute management. It is Chamana Ushadas are required. Anjanas can be used, but also the specific Anjanas only. So, first it is Shodhana Ushadas, Robana Ushadas, kind of Anjanas and Ashodhanas can be used, and Shodhana Nasyam can be given. That is not a Kriyakalpa, even though I'm saying. So, Shodhanam, Ropanam, Brahmanam, Rasayanam. These are our aims, not which one first, and that is deciding by a physician or the one who is treating.
Okay. We have Dr. Medha asking, how can we prevent straining of eyes and redness, excessive dryness of eyes due to prolonged use of cell phones and computers, etc. Of course.
No, those people can wash their eyes very frequently. Other than that, Prifala Kashayam, Netrashalanam is a good thing. And pure cow ghee externally applying over the eyes, or you can instill that cow ghee. Make sure it is pure ghee. If it is preparing in your home, that is more good. And which is available in the market, it is not good. And the combination of Erandadailam and with a little of butter, both combination, apply over the eyes. There is no any necessity of other kind of drops putting inside the eyes. Maximum to avoid the drops within the eyes. Just do some chalanas. Because in the glaucoma also, people using many eye drops that later on creating dryness in the eyes and acute photosensitivity. and then later on giving the medicine for to bring down that thing, and this medicine not stopping, that also not stopping. Ultimately, the bunch of medicines they are using. So cow ghee is a good thing, and the combination of butter as well as erandarelam, this you can apply externally over the eyes, do gentle massage. That helps to bring down the dryness in the eyes and the strain in the eyes. Wash the eyes with the Triphala Kashayam once in a while.
Okay, we have Dr. Anasuya asking, you mentioned Shankapushpi. Should we use the root?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. We have Dr. Reshma asking your opinion on the use of Bringaraja in eye disorders.
It is Shankapushpi, that is a good thing to bring down the eye pressure. Even Shankapushpi powder itself, mixing with a little of cow ghee and putting talam, that induces sleep and brings down the eye pressure, and that brings down the eye strain also. Next question.
Okay. Dr. Reshma is asking, what is the reason for skipping Kalka and Madhu in Vasti?
Kalka, it is not skipping. Other kind of bastis I already mentioned. The Mathudailika basti, other Mustadi Abana basti also is a good thing. It contains kalkas. It is mamsarasas are there. I am not avoiding that one, but in practice and to lowering the eye pressure and a little of Lukshana Dravyas can be given out here in this context. So Guluchadi Kashayam with the Gomutram. Our elders they practiced that one, even me also continuing that one, and giving it some good result. I'm not avoiding those things.
Okay. We have Dr. Jasmine asking, is regular use of Elanir Kuramba has any effect on glaucoma prevention?
Glaucoma prevention, Elanir Kuramba, it is a good medicine, and all the people, especially in south portion, they are using, and as a kajal or a anjanam they are using. It's a good thing, cooling effect. But for 1 week, 2 weeks, one can use daily. Later on, once in a week or once in 2 weeks. Daily means 365 days, and every year, like increasing it is not good, because all the moisture contents it is going continuously using. But it is good Srodha Shuddhikara medicine, and it clears the channels of the eyes, and it open the tear duct and all the meibomian duct, everything. This will help to open everything. But continuously, I am not in favor of that one.
Okay. We have Dr. Rishikesh asking, how to know the patalas explained by Sushruta, especially with special reference to Timra Vyadhi.
Prathama Patala Kada, Dutiya Patala Kada, and depends the presentation or the loss of vision and the level of vision loss. First you assess, and the presentation, the area, the side, whether the patient is able to see the sides, whether the patient is able to see the center. Those kind of questions one can ask it to the patient. If directly, if he can't see at all, is drishti, he can't see at all, the prathama patala may get affected, and the visibility it is much more affected. The other patalas also get affected. Kind of conclusion we can make it.
Okay. We have Dr. Divya asking a question. Dr. Divya, hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, wanted inputs regarding results in management of keratoconus and astigmatism, sir, especially.
Keratoconus and
astigmatism.
Okay.
Keratoconus and astigmatism.
It is out of topic, but it is up to you, sir, if you want to.
Not out of topic, but it is okay. And unattended astigmatism that may lead to keratoconus. Irregular curvature of the cornea, the dryness of the eyes. So the thickness of the cornea it is reducing, and the over of rubbing eyelids over the eyes, that may leads to thinning of the cornea, that may lead to keratoconus. So primary management, astigmatism management is the one thing needed. If it turns to keratoconus, we can give a Vadakara Chikitsa. Vadacha Timira Chikitsa can be given. Trifalakritam can be given. Rasna Dashamulakritam can be given. Anjanas like Durva Kritam or Jivandyadi Kritam, depends the condition. You can put you can apply Astrodhanam. Netra Tradagas are helpful.
Okay, sir. We have Dr. Ashwati asking a question. Dr. Ashwati, hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, depending upon the dosha, how can we classify in the compare the modern, sir? Like acute congestion can be compared to Rektaja. Is there any particular classifying?
Okay.
Sir, are you selecting the treatment basing upon that or not, sir?
Selecting that treatment based on the dosha involvement only. Acute management, it is Pitta. First it is Kaphakara management, then Pitta Rekta kind of involvement. In chronic stages, it is Vadakara Chikitsa, Rasayana Chikitsa, I told you earlier.
Okay, sir. We have Dr. Netra asking, children of which age are prone to have a glaucoma, and any underlying causes?
Children, those who are having the family history, they are more prone to glaucoma. Otherwise, congenital glaucoma is there. It is rarely, not rarely, some 1 to 2% are there. As I shown to you some ophthalmos cases, and parents with the consanguinity, they are prone to glaucoma. If their cornea it is bigger in size, eyes it is bigger in size, they are prone to glaucoma. With when a child took birth, you can observe the features of the cornea, size, all those things. If one can assess whether the there is any risk factor of glaucoma or not.
Okay. I heard you say coppery. This one. I think you are mentioning Wilson's disease, right?
Disease, and also a little whitish hazy cornea appearance will be there.
Okay. We have Dr. Okay. We have Dr. Aruna asking. Usually, I'm not familiar with this drug. Travoprost drops are advised for lifetime in a glaucoma patient. When do we advise to stop it for the patient?
When to be means one should monitor Travoprost or Travacom kind of medicine or Latoprost, any medicines. Make sure the eye pressure is normal, vision further deterioration is not happening. Of course, flow is easily happening. Patient not complaining any about other glaucoma related symptoms. Our medicines are working on the patient. Then we can ask them to stop the medicine. Especially, I told you the Sarasanasias like Punarnava Sarasanasiam, Ronapushti Sarasanasiam, are helpful in the management of glaucoma. And other Netra, Avagundanam or Chalanam, these are all very effective in the management of glaucoma. But it is a progressive problem. Our safer side, it is not so easy like other problems. If something happens to the patient, we were responsible. So make sure eye pressure is under control, nothing going to happen, that problem, some complication won't happen to the patient, then we can ask the patient to stop the medicines. Once after starting the treatment, 3 or 4 months of period of time, one can decide. Maybe many patients with many drops, Dorsox, Travacom, or Piloc, or many medicines. If at all planning to stop, try to stop one by one, not at a stretch. 2, 3 times putting medicines, make it 2 times, then 1 time. Like that way, and that time also under observation. where there is facility to monitor the eye pressure.
Okay, sir.
Pressure is just one criteria only. There are other, so many things are there. It is
Okay,
due to eye pressure hiking. It is due to other all reasons. This blockage, ankle closure, other inflammatory reasons, ischemic condition, detachment, secondary to drug kind of steroids or hormonal medicines, over stress. There is a good result with the Manasamitra Vadagam in the management of glaucoma. Like Shankapushpi, Manasamitra Vadagam very commonly using in the management of glaucoma.
Okay. Dr. Akshada is asking, please suggest treatment for chronic central serous retinopathy. Patient age 39 years. It's up
Chronic
to you.
serous retinopathy, chronic,
CSCR. Yeah.
it is the management same that of macular degeneration. But macular degeneration, how we are managing the same way. In the preliminary condition, it is a chronic condition, there is management is required. In the primary conditions, even sometimes if it is happening, it itself reabsorb without medications also. In chronic condition, we can give a trifalacrdam with trifalachurnam or mahadiktakardam with trifalachurnam can be given. Manasamitra Vadagam can be given. Stress is the main reason in the development of CSR. As a textual preference comes, stress is the first thing. The stress management therapy also can be adopted here. Drakshadi Kashayam, he used to give Drakshadi Kashayam. Manasamitra Vadagam, Saptamadalaham. In early stages, only Saptamadalaham 2 times or 3 times, that itself is a good medication in the management of CSR.
Dr. Jasmine wants to know proportion of ingredients in Triphala Kashayam.
Here we are taking equal quantity. In Shodhana aspect, we are taking one Haridagi 3:1:3:2:1 ratio. But in Netra aspect, 1:1:1.
Okay, we have Dr. Gayatri asking, any improvement in the IOP after Jalagaon Charana?
Yes, definitely. There is good improvement in the IOP after Jalagaon.
Okay. Any eye?
The result is immediate. And as I told you, the Marma points, the acupressure point, that also it is an acute management that to bring down the eye pressure immediately. It is helpful.
Okay. Any eye drops replacing Timolol for POAG to maintain eye pressure?
There is one drug. I will let you know. It is here. When Coleus Polfori, one drug, one medicine we are preparing here. When it is one herbal extract that helps to bring down the eye pressure. That we can substitute in the stage in the condition of if someone is using Timolol drops.
Okay. We have Dr. Rita again asking, what should be the temperature for that Potili that we use for eyes?
Room temperature.
Okay. We have Dr. Sujata asking, sir, Guduchadi Kashayam and Gomutram, how much can we give and whether any oil or grida should be added?
No oil, no grida, and 3:1 ratio. So totally 450 ml to 600 ml quantity we are taking, and that is depends the age and of the patient. 450 to 600 ml. That quantity 3:1 ratio.
Okay. We have Dr. Sayali asking, as Netra is Asweda, what care should be taken during use of Ushnasega?
Netra is
Asweda. Aswedya.
Asweda, but Sweda is applicable in many conditions, especially some follicular changes in the lid margins. some edematous stages. In those conditions, the Swedas with Tulasi Swarsam or Chincha Swarsam, Chincha leaves can be given. A Sweda, but Sweda is applicable. In a healthy stage, no any Sweda required. Unhealthy stage, if kapha accumulation is there, some follicles are there, kind of conditions, Sweda it is applicable. You should do Sweda. Sweda only helps that Sida Kriyas will not help in that condition.
Okay, I think it's a freedom of the physician.
Yes, it is a freedom of the physician.
Okay, so we have Dr. Anuradha asking a question. Dr. Anuradha, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, how can we prevent glaucoma Ayurvedic way in high myopia, very high myopia, like 11, 12,
Okay, thank you.
minus 11, minus 12?
Myopia, it is 11 or 12 number, it is high myopia, and in high myopic people, there is glaucomatous changes in the retina near to the optic disc. Lattice degeneration will be there. There is some degenerative stretching marks will be there in the retina. So make sure all these factors, and those people are more prone to glaucoma. Even high myopic people are more prone to detachment. Even high myopic macular degeneration. Protection is very essential. Untreated, one thing may lead to the other thing. So Rasayana Aushadas, Tripala Prayogam, was 11 number or 12 number, it is not possible to bring it 0. Even if you undergo, even if the patient undergo the other procedures like LASIK also, cosmetically they can correct the things, but all the problems developed due to high myopia will be there, and the treatment is required for that thing, not to develop the next step. So the Rasayana Chikitsas are good, Tripala Prayogam is good, Brahmana Nasyas are good. Even the Nasyas are also, Marsha Nasyas, I won't suggest in this stage. Only Pradimarsha Nasyas with Chirabala or Dhanvantara Mahamurti kind of medicines are good. Jivantyadi Hridam is a good thing. As a preventive medicine, even Saptamadalohan can be given as a Rasayanam.
Okay, Dr. Medha is asking.
Make sure the angle are normal or not. If any abnormalities, any channel blockages are there, accordingly the Srodha Shuddhikara treatment also can be adopted here in the management of glaucoma.
Okay, how can we prevent wearing specs for whole day in far-sightedness and short-sightedness?
How can we stop wearing glasses?
Wearing glasses. I think she's generally asking what are good practices for eyes, patya, for chakshushya.
Chakshushya Rasayanas can be given. Netra Tradagas, one can practice the movement exercises, the Bindu Tradagam or Chalanam of the eyes. All those one can practice. The continuous practice will help to bring, if it is a less number less than 2 can be managed.
Okay. We have Dr. Karthika asking, inflammatory arthritic conditions like RA leading to glaucoma. What are the treatments that we can provide?
Inflammatory arthritis condition leading to glaucoma, it is first leading to dryness in the eyes, acute dryness in the chronic dryness in the eyes. The dryness management, that is the first thing needed here. So Vadakara Chikitsa can be given. Nasyas, Vadakara Chikitsa can be given. Inflammatory management along with specifically which is for the eyes.
Okay. Dr. Rita is again asking a very valid question, I think. How Sama Avastha of eye is ruled out? Sama Avastha, how can we rule out in the eyes?
If Sama Avastha, how can we rule out?
Yeah. Like how do we understand that it is from Sama Avastha it has gone to Nirama Avastha?
I didn't get questions.
Okay. Dr. Rita, would you like to ask? Please raise your hand.
Amavastha or Amavastha?
Ama. Same. Sama avastha. Sa ama avastha. How do we know that if it is nirama? It becomes nirama.
Explained in Yoga Ratnagara that Amavastha, one can see the Amavastha in a patient. How to differentiate? That is the question. No?
Yeah. How do we know? Because we have to change the treatment modality once it gets to nirama avastha. So how do we know?
Samavastha, one can, by seeing the patient itself, he can identify many of the things. No? Redness, inflammation, pain, the symptoms what they are saying.
Okay. We have Dr. Srirama asking, what is the incidence of glaucoma in people viewing mobile or computer screen for hours together?
As such, seeing computer or mobile for continuously for long hours, that is not a reason for the glaucoma. But seeing and not caring the eyes without using the, if they are myopic and without using the specs and then viewing things, that may lead to glaucoma.
Okay, we have another question. In congenital glaucoma, is same treatment can be advised, or do we have to go for some other treatment? Congenital glaucoma.
Congenital glaucoma, it is one thing, we should bring down the eye pressure. Anti-glaucoma medications we can suggest. But some congenital features, something which you saw in that picture, bluish discoloration or whitish appearance, everything it is not correctable.
Okay. Dr. Netra is asking a question. Is in Rektaja type, Sushruta has compared to Bandhujiva.
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell about the comparison?
Bandhujiva, tender, bleeding in nature, has pricking pain, inflammation, and some typical reddish appearance, tenderness. These are all the Rektaja features mentioned by Susudacharya. If Rektaja features, there will be some pricking pain, inflammation, all those things are there. That is what they are mentioning. And coppery edges, severe pain, feeling of being pulled out. Just one by one Bandhujiva appearance or coppery edges. These are all the features, and with Rektaja condition, there will be severe pain. I didn't get the question.
Even Dr. Netra, would you like to ask again? Can you raise your hand, please? The question is not clear for us. If you want to, please, if you want to clarify, please do raise your hand.
It is specific appearance. It is comparative study made by us. That is one in Susamtya and one in Vakpadacharya.
Okay, maybe she's asking the correlation.
Percentage varies from patient to patient. Some patient the tenderness will not be there, the bleeding changes will not be there, but the appearance will be coppery edges. And some with a severe pain, other thing it is pricking pain. Here it is severe pain. That varies. Little changes will be there.
Okay, we'll go to the next question. 1 second. Yeah, Dr. Anju is asking, sir, is there any steps to regain the optic nerve damage of a prematurely ventilated child?
There is chance to regain the optic nerve strength. The medicines like Jeevandyadi Hridam and with a little of Sorna Basmam, or that is very little quantity mixed with the Jeevandyadi Hridam can be given. That is in a drop by drop. In a very small child, 1 drops or 2 drops you can ask them to give. It's a good remedy in the management of, for the, one can use it as a neuroprotective medicine. Jivantyadikritam, even Dhanvantara Avarti also with Sarnapasnam, very small quantity.
Okay. We have Dr. Anuradha again. Dr. Anuradha, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
I want to know the role of Shigrupatra Churna in preventing glaucoma.
Shigrupatra
Churna, you said.
Shigrupatra Churna, one can use it as an antioxidant property, and the Shigrupatra Swarasam can be used for a nasya purpose also. It is antioxidant, as an antioxidant we can use Shigrupatra Churna.
Okay. We have Dr. Anand. Dr. Anand, hello.
As an
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
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 Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, in glaucoma and diabetic cases, how to manage?
Glaucoma?
Glaucoma like symptoms are there, but that is not a glaucoma because B scan was done and refractive error is checked. Only refractive error correction can be done, or with that, how the pain and dryness of the eye can be cured?
Dr. Anand, we couldn't hear you. Your voice was breaking. Can you please repeat the question once again?
Sir, in cases of glaucoma with diabetes.
With the diabetes. Yes.
With diabetes. It is not a glaucoma, but the symptoms are like that. Only pain is there, eye pressure is there, dryness is there, and vision disturbance is there. When you're using bifocal also, sometimes vision blurriness will be there.
You are diabetic.
Diabetics is under good control.
Okay. What is your question, sir?
So what is the line of treatment? What's supposed to be done?
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I think he is asking in case of diabetic, the reason diabetic glaucoma, it is not actually the glaucoma. It is the symptoms are similar. So how do we treat?
Diabetic glaucoma means diabetic and the diabetic retinopathy and the retinopathy induced glaucoma. But I think the early stages there won't be any diabetic retinopathy changes. Make sure there is glaucomatous changes are there or not. Mostly the dryness only coming here. So dryness so which all the things which moisture the eyes, nourishes the eye kind of medicine. The Triphala Kachaya Shalanam can be given, or as I told you earlier, some medicines like this Erandadailam with Kritam can be applied over the eyes to moisturize the eyes.
Okay. Dr. Reshmi is asking what range of IOP can we take up glaucoma patient for Ayurvedic treatment?
That is normally one should consider between 10 and 20 millimeter of mercury. If it exceeds 20, it is things to consider. If it is below 10 also, things to consider. Even low tension also, it is not good. The low tension glaucoma also one thing which damages the optic nerves and the retina. Thereby vision loss may happen. And above 19 or 20, one should consider.
Okay.
They should simply monitor.
Okay.
What was the question? High end in the sense?
Excuse me?
What?
No, he was just asking if it is due to diabetes. What will be the treatment? I think you have already mentioned that before.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we'll go to the next question, sir. It is from Dr. Vidushi. Dr. Vidushi, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. I just want to know that when we normally apply cow ghee on the eyes, watering starts from the eyes. If is a feeling of burning sensation in the eyes, how to overcome that?
Okay.
Watering. Once again, repeat the question.
Yeah, she's asking when you apply the cow's ghee on the eyes, first thing will happen is a burning sensation will be there. How do we
burning sensation will be there, and there is some stimulation taking place. The tear flow, it is happening with that one. If that proper tear comes, you will get a relaxation. Some good feeling you'll get cow's ghee. Because cow ghee, that is the thing which we are using for the tarpana. So many medicines we are processing in cow ghee or aja ghee.
Okay. Dr. Manoj.
That burning, it is, don't take it as a serious thing. And even if you apply Ilanir Korambo or other anjanas also, you may get some kind of burning feeling.
Okay. Dr. Manoj, hello.
Yeah. Good evening,
Yes.
sir. Again.
Good evening.
Sir, can we help any patient having a BDR or diabetic retinopathy or BDR like this with a neurovascularization? And is there any special reference related with that, like Silajatu or any things else?
Okay, definitely.
Thank you.
There is Shilajit Rasayana is very commonly using here in the management of advanced and early diabetic retinopathy cases as a Rasayana Aushadas. Shilajit as such it is a good diabetic control medicine and Pranayahara Aushada, and we can use Shilajit and your primary first question what it was?
I've lost him.
First
Yeah. Dr. Manoj, again, please.
Sir, what are the things can be done for BDR and diabetic retinopathy?
PDR, it is advanced stage of diabetic retinopathy. So I already explained the PDR management, Rectapitta Harajigilsa. PDR, there will be lastly risk of detachment also there. If the detachment is there, retina it is away from its normal position. If surgical management is required, one should for that one. If it is a fractional detachment only, we can manage the medicines. If that neovascular changes or edematous changes in the retina, if that subsides normally, it will go in its normal position. The fluid retention which is coming down, it will go to its normal position. If it is totally detached, one may need to go for surgery. But surgery also, it is not so effective.
Okay, Dr. Seema is asking, what are the effective single drugs, single herbs in management of glaucoma?
Single drugs in the management of glaucoma, as I told you earlier, I mentioned some few drugs to bring down the IOP. Sigru Pallava Swarasam, Nasyam, Sigru Pallavam, Sigru Patram, as such pasted and then dried, that powder can be given in the management of glaucoma. And Punarnava Swarasam as a Nasyam. Punarnava Patra Swarasam we can use as a Nasyam. And Drona Pushpi Swarasam one can use for Nasyam purpose. Then many are there. Everything it is not.
Okay. We have Dr. Sunil asking, when I use Triphala Kashaya for Akshi Prakshalna, a redness occurs on the eyes. Please guide for proper way for Netra Prakshalna.
Netra Shalna, don't take Triphala too much quantity. For Chalanam purpose, take only 1/4 teaspoon or half teaspoon is sufficient. That half teaspoon powder, boil in about 2 glasses of water, near about 300 ml of water, 300 to 400 ml water. Make it not 1/4, half quantity. Not even half is required. Half quantity or only 1/4 reduce. That can be used for eye wash. But make sure before doing the procedure, filter 2 times or 3 times in a good cloth.
Okay. Dr. Sanat is asking.
The powder, if it is more, the concentration of the kashayam, if it is high, it won't give us some soothing effect. It gives some dusty feeling in the eyes.
Okay. Dr. Sanat is asking, what is the extent of research in field of glaucoma in your institute? How many cases you have treated? Most probably he is asking.
No, treating glaucoma cases from 2000 onwards. Its records are with us, and patients coming and monitoring the eye pressure. The coming day we are monitoring, and if we find the fluctuation in the eye pressure, even a day itself, morning one time, after 2 hours one time, and daily 3-4 times monitoring, and other tests like the field examination, OCT, the glaucoma node, what much of thinning changes are there, that we are monitoring, and after the treatment, what the development happening, and the field assessment, everything we are doing, and its documents are with us.
Okay. Just a rough figure, sir. How many cases you might have treated from 2000?
Glaucoma. 60 to 70 cases used to come. The glaucoma cases coming in a month.
Okay. Okay. Because he is asking, is there any scope for collaboration in the research in your hospital? That's why I asked. Okay, you can contact Dr. Sanath if you want. You can contact me later, and I'll give you Dr. Narayana's number.
Seminar also about glaucoma and its management. And its study is going on also. We made a combination of drugs and in association with the Ayush department, and as Ayush department as well as TAS, that is Association of Salaki, and that protocol we are following not only here, and those Salakis, the Salaki experts all over India, they are those who participated here and other members, they are in their practice, they are doing research on it.
Okay.
And protocol made for the management of glaucoma.
Okay, Dr. Shashikala wants to know what eye drops or Varti can be used in the prevention of glaucoma in hypertensive patients. Sorry.
Vartis.
Now, eye drops or Varti can be used in the prevention of glaucoma in hypertensive patients.
Hypertensive patients, we can use moringa drops. The processed moringa leaves kashayam can be used as an eye drops.
Okay.
Hypersensitive patient.
Okay, sir. We have another question about
another one more tricks. The Padimukha, that is Padimukha, its Sanskrit name, I forgot. And the Kashaya processed with the Padimukha with the camphor and little of Saindava can be used in the management of glaucoma acute stage.
Okay. Dr. Rita is asking another question. Dr. Rita, hello.
Sir, what is the role of Daru Haridra in eye problems, and which is the best rasayan for the one who just want to maintain the eyesight?
Okay.
Maintain the eyesight, best rasayanam, it is Triphala rasayanam or Saptamadaloham. These are all the classical good medicine in the as a rasayanam. Daru Haridra in the management of Daru Haridra we are using for Netra Segam. And Daru Haridra along with the Lothra Kashayam, which is a good thing to bring down the eye pressure, and also it's a good thing to as a Srodha medicine we can use it.
Okay. Another question is about Murdhini Tailas in glaucoma.
Murdhini Tailas and Talas. Talam.
Yes. Your opinion on that, I think. He wants to know.
Than Murdhini Tailas, Talas are more helpful to as a pain management, as an inflammatory management, more effective than Murdhini Tailas. Tailas are good, obviously. Even Takradharas also, Takradhara or Tailadhara we are using. Even sometimes the Samola Chira Kashayam Dhara for head to bring down the eye pressure or bring down the pain and the continuous paining and the numbness of the head. To overcome that thing, the Samola Chira Kashayam is good. Talas with the Sangapushpi Jurnam, Kachoiradi Jurnam, combination with the Nimbamradadi Zailam, it is a good thing to for pain management and IOP management. Sangapushpi Jurnam with the Kachoiradi Jurnam.
Okay. There are only two more questions. One is from Dr. Rita again. Role of Pada Abhyanga in Netra Rogas.
As a stimulant.
Okay.
We can ask the patient to do the Pada Abhyangam, Hasta Abhyangam, and there are some marma points. It is directly linked with the eyes. So that marma point, if you press, pain management, it is good. But Then pain management, for the pressure management, the other pressure points, as I suggested, it is more effective. That is Avangam, Leladam, all those areas. Press it and keep it for some time. That is more effective. Padabhyanga, obviously it is Padabhyanga, Hasthabhyanga, Nabhyabhyanga. These are all good in the management of other conditions, other degenerative conditions. In conditions like RP, macular degeneration, in all those conditions, it is very effective. Very, very effective, and we are doing also.
Okay. Dr. Anand is asking a question. Dr. Anand, hello.
Sir.
Yes.
In refractory error cases in children, particularly young children, what is the best line of treatment? And Marma Chikitsa, how it going to help in refractory errors?
Okay, thank you.
Marma Chikitsa, I'm not practicing here, but this Pradaka Chikitsa, Netra Pradakam can be given, and other Chakshushya Rasayanas and Tarpanam, everything it is effective in the management of early myopic stages.
Okay. We have Dr. Veena. Hello, Dr. Veena. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, this is little out of context, but I want to know how to manage Ayurvedic management to prevent cataract and also management of cataract in early stages.
Okay.
It is not out of context. It is comes here. How to prevent cataract? One can Chakshushya Rasayanas, Triphala usages, Jivantyadi Hridam, Triphala Hridam, everything can be used. The proper Dinacharya following and a timely food. Avoid Viritvaharas, which are all the things that creates Netra Rogas that one should avoid. Those people are not prone to cataract, and cataract age, it is a factor. Other medicines, steroid medications, other hormonal medications, glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, associated problems are more. If other reasons are there, that also reason traumatic cataract happening. If the reason is something else, the treat for that one. Otherwise, always follow Dinacharya, Udacharya, Rasayana Aushadas, which is good for the eyes.
Okay. Dr. Anuradha, hello. Hello.
Sir.
Yeah.
Can you please repeat the Marma points for glaucoma treatment, sir?
Okay, thank you. Do you want to share the slide set?
Yes, yes.
Okay, please.
Yes. This Marma, I can show you. This Marma, keep it for press like this. Keep it for some 1 minute. You will get pain here in this area. Here you can press. Even while pressing itself, you can feel its effects within the eyes. And there is another area down here. Is more pain here. Another level. It is 2 areas you can press. Even it is effective in the management of migraine headache also. Keep it for 1 minute, release it. Keep it again. These are all the areas you can practice.
Okay, so that was the last of the questions. We'll be ending now. We'll be ending the class. Thank you. Oh, okay. One more question, if you don't mind, sir. Dr. Ashwati. Okay, this is the last question I'm going to allow. Okay, this is the last question. Thank you. Dr. Ashwati, hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, Kabaja Bishenda Adimanda Sigilsele, Kritin.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Dr. Ashwati, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
സർ കപച അഭിഷേക അതിബന്ധ ചികിത്സയില് ഡിഫറെന്റ് ആചാര്യാസ് എടുത്ത് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ യകൃത്തിന്റെ പ്രയോഗം എടുത്ത് പറയുന്നുണ്ട് സർ. അതിന്റെ പ്രാക്ടിക്കൽ എന്താ ഒരു ലോജിക് എന്താന്ന് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും സർ?
യകൃത്തിന്റെ പ്രയോഗം
ഇംഗ്ലീഷ്
പിപ്പലി പുടഭാഗം ചെയ്ത് ഉപയോഗിക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പല കോണ്ടെക്സ്റ്റിലും പറയുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ ആ പിപ്പലി പുടഭാഗം ചെയ്ത് അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് ആ പിപ്പലി അഞ്ജനമായിട്ട് കണ്ണിലെഴുതുന്നതിനും ആ എതിർപ്പ് എന്താ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഏതാ?
അല്ല, ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലൊന്ന്
സോറി. സോ the pudabhaga, the pippali taken, the washed, the cleaned pippali one can take and fill it in that yogurt of goat and cover it with lotus leaves, then do pudabhaga with that one, and that yogurt which is coming out, you can orally one can give, and the pippali which is processed within the yogurt can be used as an anjana also. This is effective in the management of Nastandhyam and other degenerative conditions. And the yogurt giving, the process yogurt, it got the effect of that Siratva. It is gained from the leaf which is covered, and it is Chatushya and Rasayana for the eyes. One can take it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That'll be the last of the questions. We are not taking any more questions. Thank you, sir, for spending this time with us and sharing your knowledge. It is Shalakyam has been a very troublesome subject for me because it is very confusing. Small slogas, and it is very confusing. So, for a practitioner like you, thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience, sir. Thank you, thank you, sir.
Thank you once again for inviting me to present my views. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So what next? So tomorrow we have, as promised, Dr. Anandram Sharma, PV again, coming with Ayurveda and skin diseases, illustrated case reports. We had his class arranged for 17th of this month, but due to network trouble, due to the trouble with the Zoom application, actually, we couldn't do it. So we had rescheduled it to tomorrow, 30th. So please join us tomorrow for his class. My team, Dr. Srinath Warrier, Dr. Shabana Balshyam, Dr. Rahul J, Dr. Veena P. Raghunathan, Dr. Anisa Seshraf, Dr. Anusha Shaji, Dr. Rajasri T. Dr. Pooja and Dr. Fatimat KK. Thank you all for supporting us. And thank you all for participating. If you have any suggestions or questions, please contact me in the number below. Please let your friends and colleagues know about this class so that everyone can benefit. My number is 960-550-9999. Just remember this tomorrow morning. Be strong because things will get better. It may be stormy now, but it never rains forever. So please remember that tomorrow morning. With that, let us all grow together. See you all tomorrow. Thank you and good night. Thank you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Narayanan, sir. Thank you. Good night.